నుంచి సాక్టోలు ఇచ్చింది కాపీ పంపిస్తాను కాపీ ప్రింట్ నుంచి వాళ్ళు ఏంటి జిరాక్స్ పేరేం పేరు ఈ కాపీ వాళ్ళ దగ్గర ఉంచుకోను కాపీ పెట్టుకుని ఉంచుకోను చెప్తే వాళ్ళు ఇస్తారు పేరు రిచర్డ్ మిల్లెట్ మానో వాళ్ళ దగ్గర ఉంచుకోమను సరే ప్రాబ్లం Right. Before I start, any queries from your end on DML operation or SOCPL queries? People are comfortable with writing the SOCPLs and DMLs. Any query from your end? Is everyone is comfortable with writing the DMLs and SOCPLs? Right? People are clear about the concept? Clear from everyone? Right? Everyone is good with that? Let us go to the next part of the story. We will like to understand email services. How to send and receive email services. Now we like to understand how to send an email, how to receive an email from the Salesforce. Sending an email and receiving an email from the Salesforce. Email services. If you want to send any email from Salesforce to external system, it is called outbound email service. If you want to receive any email from Salesforce to external system, outbound email service. If you want to receive email from external system to Salesforce, it is called inbound email service. Outbound email service, inbound email service. Sending an email, receiving the email. Outbound, inbound. We will start our discussion with the outbound email services. Now, all the classes, methods required to send an email or to receive an email is defined within a messaging namespace. All the classes required to send or receive an email from external system to Salesforce, or Salesforce to external system is defined within a namespace called messaging. I repeat, all the classes, methods required to send or receive email from external system to Salesforce, Salesforce to external system is defined in the email messaging namespace. In the messaging namespace, we have two types of classes: messaging dot single email message, messaging dot mass email message. Let us start with single email message. If you want to send any email, what we require, boss? To address, from address, to address, from address, CC address, BCC address, subject, body. If you want to send any attachment. Am I right or no? If you want to send any email, what are the basic properties? To whom you are sending: CC, BCC, subject, body, attachment. The same properties we have. Then, now we want to send an email. Create the email. We want to send an email. If you want to send an email, we have messaging dot send email. Messaging dot send email. Okay. List of emails. How do you send email? Messaging dot send email. What are the emails you want to send? Put them in an array and send it. Now email 1, email 2, email 3, email 4. Group them in an array. Send. Messaging dot send email. Messaging dot send email. Messaging dot send email. Are you getting my point? Whatever the emails you want to send, create the emails, put them in an array, and use messaging dot send email. So I may send a single mail or a group of mail. That is the reason they have taken array of emails. Messaging dot send email. Okay. Look at the point. How do you create an email? Public void invoke. Now what we are doing here? Messaging dot single email. Single email message. Now to whom you want to send? To address. Because I may send it to a single person or a group of person. So they are expecting group of address. Then I'm giving here now whatever the email we want to send, message dot set to address. If you want to send, message dot set BCC addresses. message dot set CC addresses. So whatever the email we are creating, that email dot set two addresses, that email dot set BCC address, that email dot set CC address. Then message dot set subject. Test mail for outbound. Then we want to send message dot set plain text. This is a test email sent using Apex class. To address, BCC address, CC address, subject, plain text body. I hope you got my point. Now I want to create one more. I want to create one more email service. Messaging dot single email message. Mail equal to messaging dot single email. Mail dot set two addresses. Mail dot set subject. Then we have string body equal to I'm giving some HTML components. Body equal to your sales body equal to body plus we're giving some message here. Mail dot set HTML. So this is what? Plain text body. This is HTML body. Now I'm giving mail dot set sender display name. Set by 2. Now look at the point. Now I'm avoiding this because I don't want to consume more number of email addresses. Okay. So how we are giving? To address, BCC address, CC address, subject, plain text body. Here also to address, subject, body. The body is HTML. I want to break them. Here I want to break them. We can apply some HTML components and get the style. I told italic, H2 component, like this I'm getting. So HTML body, sender and display name in reply to. Then whatever the emails I am creating, I was calling here messaging dot send. This method can be called only 10 times in a class. In a class, how many times I can call? Look at the point. I'll try to give quick example. I'll try to show this example. Try to understand this point, what I'm trying to convey. Now, number of email invocation, how many I can call? In a method, how many times I can call message.send email? I can call only 10 times. That is the reason I will not send every email separately. I will put all the emails in an array and I will send array. Right, because messaging.send email can be called only 10 times in a method. Within the method, how many times I can call? 10 times I can call. So I can give here messaging.email, email is equal to new message. Then I'm giving here send emails. I hope you're good with this. I hope you're good. Putting all the mails, message, first mail, second email, I kept in a array. Then I'm saying messaging.send email array. Are you clear about this? So how many times I'm calling send email? Only once. Save it. Then execute the program. Then go down, see how many invocations I made. 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. How many times I called? Only one time. One time I called. Then go to your mail ID and cross check whether you received the mail or not. HTML body. First, let me take HTML body. Now, it's not applied properly. I will correct it. So, what is the title name we got here? Development 318. Now, development 318. Development 318. Okay. Now, look at this format. Look at this format. I got here from this account I received. What is the name? Development 318. Because I told set sender display name. Set sender display name. Then I gave here body of the mail. So if you look at this, Sham Kiran, phone number, they are not well structured. I can modify the structure. You are not received the proper structure. I can give here. Italic close. Italic close. Somewhere we are not add the italic properly. Here it is. BR. Close. BR close. Italic open close. Italic open close. BR. Or else to get it more clear, what I can do, I can apply some bold italic. I can get the concept of bold italic. Once again, I am sending it. Check out the opening and closing. Here, body equal to body plus. I misstored this line actually. Body equal to body plus. Okay. Now, go back and execute the program once again. When I execute, we'll receive the emails. HTML email. This is what text mail for outbound is a plain text body. Then go to HTML body. Right, boss? Is that was clear for everyone? We applied some HTML, bold, italic. So it's a HTML body. Previous one is a plain text body. HTML body. Previous one is a text body. Okay. Now let us see this one. Look at the program what we wrote. Anybody has any difficulty in this one? Messaging dot single email message to address subject plain text body. To address subject plain text body. Then to address subject HTML body. Then if you want to keep any center display name, we can give center display. Set reply to whom you are replying. Then we can give here. Messaging dot email. We are creating an array of emails saying messaging dot send email. I hope you are good with this format, right? This I give static ones I give. I don't want to make it as a static. I want to make it as a dynamic. I don't want to make it as a static. I want to make it as a dynamic. How do you make it as a dynamic? I don't want to make it as a static. I want to make it as a dynamic. Now, I want to write a query, get all the leads which are created today, send them the email, boss, we received a request, we'll process the request. Now, I want to write a query, get all the leads which are created this week, or get all the leads which are created today, send them the email with the following body. Now, what is the email I want to send? I want to send the email like this. I want to send. Then the name has to be printed. This is the email what I want to send. Then what is the requirement? What is the requirement? Write a query, get all the leads which are created today, send them the email. Everybody will have their own email, right? Now this is the I'm sending a mail to this person data. Second lead data. Are you getting my point? Write a query, get all the leads which are created today, send them the email with the following body. Now in the body, what should happen? Whichever the lead I am sending, that lead data need to be appended to the email. This is my requirement. Did you get my point? Okay. First, write a query to get all the leads which are created today. Write a SQL query to get all the leads which are created today. Write a SQL query to get all the leads which are created today. Write a SQL query to get all the leads. Write a SQL query to get all the leads. Write a SQL query to get all the leads which are created today. First, complete that point. First point is done. Okay. Now let us see this point. I'm trying to make this example. Everyone look at this. You are supposed to write the program. I'll only give the basic part. Public void. What did you write? Toffee. What is the data I want to display? Last name, first name, phone, email, from lead, where created date equal to. Okay. Done. Take one by one lead. Take one by one lead. Create a separate email for every lead. Take one by one lead. Create a separate email for every lead. Take one by one lead. Don't copy them or make an attempt. People want to get complete knowledge on development by copying only. Make an attempt of writing the code. I told take one by one lead, create the email service. How do you create the email service? How do you create the email service? Messaging dot single email message. Then, what is the to address? Whatever the email address is there, my dot, the lead email address is the to address. Lead email address is the to address. Every lead has an email field. For the lead, I have to send an email. Whatever the email address that we have in the lead, to that lead we have to send. To that email address, I have to send an email. Every lead will have an email address. To that email address, I have to send an email. Then, what is the body you want to send? What is the body you want to send? P stands for what? Bold. I stands for italic. First name. Don't copy, make an attempt of writing. You got stuck up, check my code. Don't copy, make an attempt of writing it. First name. This is how we are creating it. Then the final body. This is the body which I want to send. In the body, what I'm using? Whichever the lead to whom I am sending, that lead data is used and created a body. Now, how do you send an email? How do you send an email? Message dot set to address, message dot set subject, say then message dot set body. What type of body? HTML. To address subject HTML body, message dot set sender display name. This is how I created. Now this is how many emails will be created? Depends upon the number of leads which we received. 10 or 20 or 30 we can create. Now how do you send? Can I write it like this? Message dot send email. Can I send it like this? It is not suggested. Why? If there are 10 leads, how many times the loop will run? 10 times. If there is 20 leads, how many times the loop will run? 20 times. But how many times we can call messaging dot send email? Only 10 times. If I write a SQL query, if I am getting 50 leads, loop will run 50 times. But it says we can only call messaging dot send email 10 times in a method. If the loop runs 50 times it will be called. Are you getting my point? I was supposed to call messaging dot send email only 10 times. But if I write in a loop, if it is called, if 50 leads come, 50 times it is going to be called. So what should I do? Don't do this. There is a reason I am creating a list here. Then send it. Messaging dot this is how we create it. Put everything in the list and I'm calling that list one time. Messaging dot send email. I hope you are good with this. Am I clear with this? Okay. But if you want this program to run, what we have to ensure? We have to ensure that there is at least one lead which is created today. This is how I created. Right. I want this program to run. How do you run the program? Create an object. Execute. Right now I am manually calling it. Down the line I call it with automation. Okay. So go back to this. Lead service request. We go to the corresponding data. Is the was clear for everyone? Clear for everyone? So we are getting the data from database, then we are sending it. We are getting the data from database, then we are sending it. I hope you are good with this. People are good with this. Am I clear? People have followed. Next one. The next time is, boss, I don't want to create a template like this. Why are you creating the email body like this? You are creating this email body like this. Don't create this email body like this. Create this body as a template. In the workflow rules, what we have done, we created an email template. We call the template and send. Similarly, create an email template, send that email template in the email. Instead of you creating the body of the email, create an email template, send the template as a body. Don't create the body every time. You create the email template and send the template. You create the email template, send the template. Then what I want to do? How to send email template as a body of the email. How to send the email template as the body of the email. Here I was writing my own body. I don't want to write my own body. I want to create an email template. Whatever the template that is created, I want to send it. Then look at this. Setup. Administer. Communication templates. Email templates. New email. Then I want to see. Your details are modified. The details are modified successfully. Current details are I gave some data. This is the data. This is the email template which I want to send. Here we had some issue here. What is the issue here? Boss, what is the data that we are using in the email template? Account data. Whose data I am using? Account data. Now the question is, you cannot send an email template to every person. Email template can be sent only to the lead. Okay, you can only send the email template to the lead, contact, and user. Email template can be sent only to the lead, contact, and user. Email template you can send only to the lead, contact, and user. You cannot send the email template to everyone. You cannot send the email template to everyone. You can only send the email template to lead, contact, and user. We can only send the email template to lead, contact, and user. Okay. Let us see how you send it. Try to get my point clearly. First, get me the email template. Get me the email template which you want to send. Get the email template. What is that? Email template ET equal to select ID from email template where name equal to name of the email template. Fetch the contact to whom you want to send this email. Contact C1 equal to select ID. Code ID. Right. Then we want to create an email template. So look at this point. Messaging dot single email message. No need to give the subject. Why? It is already there in the template. No need to mention the body. Automatically it is there in the template. So what I'm doing here, message dot set template. When I give this, subject body is already set. Message dot set what ID? Set target object. Now what is this target object ID? ID of the lead record, or ID of the contact record, or ID of the user record to whom you want to send. I cannot send an email template to everyone. I can send it to a lead or a contact or a user. Now pass the ID of the lead or a contact to whom you want to send. Set target object ID. ID of the user. Right. Now here comes the question. If it is a single email message, only one record ID can be passed as target object ID. If it is a mass email address, mass email message, I can give 250 record IDs. That is only the difference between single email and mass email. When I take a single email message, I can send a template to only one record, only one target object ID I can keep. If it is a mass email message, instead of single, I can replace as mass email. If it is a mass email message, I can send a 250 record IDs. Same template can be sent to 250 records. Did you get my point? Okay, we'll understand this. Target object ID, ID of the record to whom we want to send. Message dot set what ID. Now we are sending the email template. In the email template, whose data is used? Account data is used. We need to pass the ID of the record, whose data need to be used in the template. What is it? Contact dot account ID. In case if you pass contact as target object ID, then we need to pass ID of the record whose data need to be used. Target object ID, set what ID? ID of the account whose data need to be used in the email template. Then we are done with this. Template ID, target object ID, what ID. How do you send the mail? Messaging dot then any query that you have, look at the point. The email template which you want to send as a body, write a query, get it. ID of the contact to whom you want to send this email template, write a query, get the point. Single email message, set the template ID, set the target object ID. Target object ID is ID of the contact, ID of the lead, ID of the contact, ID of the lead, or ID of the user to whom you want to send. Set what ID? ID of the record whose the data need to be used in the email template. Then send email. Template ID has subject, body. Target object ID has to address. What ID has? ID of the record to whose data need to be used in email template. So let me execute this. Here, instead of defining your own body, body is available to you as a template that I am using here. List has no rows because my query has 9812. Go to the contacts. Echo notification. This is the data what we have given. Right? Whatever the template we give, the same template is sent to you. I hope you are good with this. Right? So we want to send an email template as a body of the email. I hope everyone has followed this. Target object ID can be what? ID of a contact or a lead or a case. ID of a contact, lead or a case. When is this? What ID required? Only when you pass target object ID as a contact. If you are giving a target object ID as a contact, we need to give what ID. Otherwise, not required. Okay. I hope you are good with this. I hope you are good with this. People are good with this. Okay. Now, let me give you another requirement here. So, let us assume that we have an email template dot lead acknowledgement. What is the name of the email template? Lead acknowledgement. Write a program to send email. Write a program to send the email to all the leads which are created today. Write a program to send email to the leads to the lead. Okay, I can make it simple. Write a program to send an email to the lead whose phone number is 12345 with the lead acknowledgement template. Write a program to send email to the lead whose phone number is 12345. Send them the body with the lead acknowledgement. Look at this program and write it. Only one thing you have to write. For loop, okay. Instead of contact, you have to write lead. Instead of contact, you have to write lead. Same program, instead of contact, I ask you to write in the lead. Same program, instead of contact, I ask you to write a lead. Then what I ask you to do? Lead. Then create the program. What is there in that boss? Just pause the template ID, pause the target object ID. How do you create? Set template ID. That's all. Send. I told you, you require what ID only when you pass contact as target object ID. Here I'm not passing the contact as target object ID. So I don't require what ID. What ID is required only if target object ID is contact. Here I'm passing a lead. I don't require it. Is that was clear for everyone? I hope you're good with this. The same program, I'll write it. Write a query to fetch all the leads and send. Now, above one, I have created a particular lead. No, here I want to take a group of leads. Here it is only a single lead. Here I want to take a group of leads. in the SQL queries, while writing, I told SQL query can give you data in the form of list, or it can also give you data in the form of map. Now look at this map of ID, lead. New map of ID, select ID, look at this. I wrote the SQL query in what? In the map. Then it is going to give you ID of the record as a key, ID of the record as a key, record as a value. Then I can say list of ID. When you say key set, what will happen? Key set. This will return you. Am I right or wrong? In the map, key set will give you keys. What is a key here? ID of the record. When I say key set, list, okay, set of lead IDs will come. I converted them into list. Have you followed this point? Right? Change your expression, boss. Okay, unable to identify you. Now it's a map. In the leads dot key set will give you keys. What is a key? ID. Set of IDs are coming. If I pass it to a list, it become what? List. Why we are converting into list? Because they are expecting a list of IDs. Okay. Then I'm giving here messaging dot mass email message dot set template ID. What is the template you want to send? Some template. Template ID et dot message dot set target object IDs. It is a target object ID. Here it is a target object. It is a target object ID. Here it is target object IDs. Right? It can take up to how many? Then. Did the people follow this context? Everyone has followed? Right? So email template can be sent only to the lead, user, and a contact. I hope you are good with this. Clear for everyone? Right. So if I take a single email message, how many two addresses I can give? I'm giving a two address here. How many two addresses I can give? 158 two addresses. If it is a mass email message, how many record IDs we can pass? 250 record IDs. Is that was clear? Right. So we have seen how to send an email as a plain text body, HTML body, or email template. Now we want to understand. Generally, when you are sending an email, we also send an email with attachments, right? We will send an email with attachments. So how to send attachments? Well, you are sending an email, how to send attachments? While sending an email, how to send attachments? Right. Look at the point here. We have already seen the object called document in the administration. Do you remember that? There's an object called document in administration. Right. Now, what are the fields we have in the documentation? Body of the document, MIM type, name of the document, name of the document, content type, name of the document, content type, name of the document, content type, body. So how do you upload the document? Plus sign, documents, new document, test, choose the file. This is the document. Now, using a program, how do you fetch it is the question. Document is also a table, right? Document is also a table. Then how do you fetch it? Classroom. Right. Now, let us take this. What we do is, look at the format. Document D equal to select content type body, name equal to first we are trying to write a query. This is how we got it. Execute it. Writing a SQL query on document object, we are fetching. The purpose of showing this is we want to get the document which is already there. The document which is already there, the document we want to fetch it. The document which is already there, we want to fetch it. We want to send as an attachment. So we upload the files to the document object. We write a SQL query, get the document, attach to the email. Are you getting my point? Okay. Look at the format. So where is your files? My files are in document object. Next. Second one. Here I have got a Visual Force page. I have a Visual Force page. I want to send this page as attachment. Now using a Visual Force, I created an invoice page. Now the Visual Force page should be attached to the email. This is the invoice page which is generated. Now how to send a Visual Force page? How do you refer to the page? Page reference P equal to page dot. What is the name of the page? Test. I am referring to the Visual Force page. Generally, how do you refer? Page reference P equal to new page reference URL. Instead of using a URL, directly we are using the page name. Page reference P equal to page dot page name. Then blob B equal to P dot get content So what I'm doing, converting the VF page into the form of binary. Any document you want to send, it should be converted in the form of binary. Blob. Blob is the data type which will hold the binary data. You want to upload the documents, PDF, images, it should be in the form of blob. So refer to the VF page, say P dot get the content as PDF. Then this is going to give you data in the form of. blob 967. Okay. So these are the two files. Let me demonstrate an example now. Listen to the page concept. Okay, listen to the concept carefully. Outbound example. Listen carefully, boss. Public void. First, fetch the document and create email. Tell me, how do you fetch the document? Document equal to select name, body from this. How we got it. Then create it. Messaging dot email file. So with this document, I am trying to create a email file attachment. Here I am saying EFT dot set body. What is the body of the attachment? Whatever the body is there in the document, same body I am giving as email. EFT1 dot set file. What is the file name? Document. The document name is the file. EFT dot set content type. What is the content type? Whatever the document we have. Now, from the document name is the file name, document body is the file body, document content type is the file content. Are you getting my point? So I have taken a document, with the help of document, I have created an attachment. Did you clear for everyone? Second one I am creating. Convert the VF page and create email file. How do you refer? Page. Test page. Body equal to p dot content as. Then how do you create? Messaging dot email file attachment. Messaging dot file EFT2 dot set dot set. What is the body? EFT2 dot set content type. Page reference p equal to page dot. Now what did I do? The VF page I converted into email attachment. Document I converted into email file attachment. Now send the email. How do you send the email? Messaging dot no. I can simply copy paste this code to avoid rewriting the code. What was this? I am sending email template. I am sending email template. Along with this, what is the extra line we have to give it? What is the extra line? Message dot set file attachment. Set file attachment. Now they are expecting array of attachment. What is the extra line you are giving? Set file attachment. Now you have created attachment 1, attachment 2, right? So what we do? Let's say dot email file attachment file is equal to whatever the attachments you created, you kept them in an array. Now I'm saying message dot set attachment. Did you follow my point? This remaining program is what? What is the remaining program? This remaining program is single email attachment, set template ID, set target object ID, set what ID, set file attachments, put them in an array, send it. Did you follow my point? Attachment 1, attachment 2, attachment 1, attachment 2. I kept everything in the array. Then I was sending an email. I hope everybody is good. Everyone has followed this, right, boss? This code I copy pasted. We have already done the sending the email template, right? I copy pasted. People have followed the template program, right? Now let us execute it. Execute. Invalid content type. Here I gave a mistake here. Execute. Record notification with test. This one document, other one here. Right, boss? Sending. Now look at the program once again. What did I do? I wrote a SQL query, brought the document. With the help of document data, I created one file attachment. Second one, I was referring to one VF page, convert the VF page into binary. With the help of that body, I created one more attachment. VF page body was used as file body. We converted the VF page body as a binary. With that body, I created one attachment. Rest of the things are what? Sending a single email message. I hope you are good. Clear for everyone? So, what we have done here, sending a plain text body, sending a HTML body, sending a plain text body, sending a HTML body, sending a template, sending a attachment, sending a mass email message. Right. Now, per day, user can send how many emails? 1000 emails user can send it. But the question is, organization can send 20 lakh emails. But there is so many emails are sent. Now I am not sure. In the evening at 5 o'clock, I have to send one email. So I am not sure. By then, all my daily limits may be crossed. There are so many alerts today. Probably by evening, all the 1000 emails which are sent by me, I can send only 1000 emails. I have so many other alerts scheduled. By evening, there may be a possibility that all my 1000 emails are closed. But there is a priority mail which should be sent at evening at 5 o'clock. Then what I can do? I can reserve my email capacity. Reserve 5 emails. Then what happened? Out of your email capacity, 5 emails will be kept separate. So that in the evening you can send them. Are you getting? Right. Boss, it's simple, friend. Simple funda. You expect some guest at your house. You are having some 10 gift articles. Some VIP is expected in the evening. What do? You preserve some gift and keep it aside. So that in the evening, when he comes, you should not send him empty hand. Right? Same thing here also. Per day, you can send 1000 emails. But in the evening, I have some scheduled. I was scheduled to send one email, which is high priority. But when I send all these, there is a possibility that I may encounter day limit. There is a reason. In the morning only, I am saying, boss, preserve 5 emails per day now. Keep 5 emails out of my 1000 emails unused. So that in the evening, I can use them. Okay, reserved email capacity. What we call it as reserved email capacity. Are you clear with this? You have a limits. You have a limits, but there are some priority mails which will be sent in the evening. There are some priority mails which are sent in the evening. In the morning, when all the operations are running, if all your 1,000 email limit is crossed, then we cannot send the priority emails. In that case, what we say, reserve email capacity. 5 or 10 or 20, we can reserve it so that we can use them in the required stage on the day. On the day. I hope you're good. People can write these programs. People can write these programs. These programs will be used in the combination of triggers, batch effects, schedule effects. We'll use it. We have seen individually, but practicality will be running these emails along with batch effects, running this email along with schedule effects, running this along with web services, running this along with triggers. When we start learning them, how to use the combination, we'll see it. But now, how to send an email, we have seen. I hope you're good. Everybody is good with this? Clear for everyone? Okay. Now, we will see how to receive the email from third-party system tomorrow. We have seen only examples how to send an email. The same concept, if you want to apply in any other third-party systems, we are supposed to set SMTP server. If you want to send any emails from the application, basically what we do, we will set SMTP server, mailing server, then we will be able to send it. But in the Salesforce, it's inbuilt. No need to set SMTP server. It is coming inbuilt. Generally, if you use any other third-party application, we are supposed to set SMTP server, okay, mailing server. Then only the mails will go to third party. But in the Salesforce, it's a built-in. No need of setting SMTP server. I hope you are good. Clear for everyone? Right. Now, here, we also use one extra point here. What is it? Writing a SQL query with the map. When you want only IDs, if I write a SQL query, what should I do? I have to take a loop, take one by one ID. Am I right or wrong? When I write a SQL query, you get a list of records. In that list of records, if you want the ID, what should I do? I have to write a for loop, take one by one record, put the ID in separate list. For the same SQL query, if I write with the help of map, what will happen? With the help of map, if I write a SQL query, what will happen? ID of the record will come as a key, record will come as a value. So we can take the ID separately. That is the reason I wrote map here. If I don't write a map concept here, if I don't use a map concept, then I have to suppose to write leads is equal to. Then I have to take then I have to say lead IDs dot add. This I have to take. But here in this case, in a single line, I was able to achieve it. In a single line, I was able to achieve it. I hope you're good. So SQL queries can be, SQL query can return you list as well as map. I gave this statement in the beginning, but I didn't use anywhere. This example we not used. Okay. SQL query can give you list of record or they can give you map of records. Okay. Right. Now, next. While practicing the use cases till now, whatever we done, go back to this and see whether you can achieve these requirements or not. Right. See, boss, I'll make 2 points very clear to you. If you want to practice the real-time use cases, real-time means if I implement, it will not become a real-time for you. It will become a classroom one. When you start implementing, it will become a real-time for you. You are supposed to take a implementation of your own. If you keep on explaining the new scenarios for you, you are only listening and practicing the same scenario. There is no use for you. I'm making very clear. If I give 10 examples, implement 10 examples, you practice 10 examples, now your knowledge is limited. Because you are just trying to apply my knowledge. When I give the requirement, I'm telling you what to write, which concept to use, what should be displayed. Then where is your knowledge? Where are you applying? Which concept should be applied? You're not applying your thought on this. Then if you practice like this, okay, 1,000 programs also, no use. Getting my requirement. If I give a requirement clearly and say, use a SQL query and display like this, then where is your intelligence applied on this? I am only giving the screen, I am telling create this button. When you click on this button, go to method, write a SQL query, get the data, display the list of record. Then where is your intelligence? Now you get that experience, what you are required if you build your requirements. Because it's you who have to decide what concept should be used here. That's where you get practical knowledge. If you simply practice the examples what I am giving you, you will not get the practical knowledge. Let me give 10 scenarios or 100 scenarios. The practical knowledge or real-time knowledge, you get it when you started implementing it, when you take your own requirement, when you implement it, right? Whatever the difficulties you face, to resolve the difficulties, what is the R&D you have done, what is the solution you got. This is how you have to improve your practical knowledge. Now, that is the reason I keep on asking you, implement existing Salesforce application. You don't require a separate application, boss. Salesforce CRM is already developed, right? It is a CRM application which is already developed. You rebuild this application. It is a practical application only. Whatever they are giving you, what is this? It is an application which is already developed by Salesforce. Wherever our requirements are not met, only those we are building it. Now, whatever the application that Salesforce has developed, recreate it. Now, you design this page. How can you design this page? SQL query with quick list. When you select this, click on a button, list of records. When I click on A, get the records which start with A. When I click on this, get the records which start with B. Now you take any one of the tab, click on this, start building these pages. Then, now you will think, how should I achieve it? Which concept I should write? Should I write a page block table? Should I go with a data table? Should I go with a SQL query? What is the concept I have to achieve? Then you will apply your thought. Whatever the topics that are covered, using the topics, how can I achieve it? That is how you are supposed to learn. If I take this example, start building and show you, what you will do? You will watch. You will check whether I am right or wrong, whether I know SQL queries or not, whether I know how to write a programming or not. Okay. Then within how much time I was able to resolve the issue? Okay, fine. We know Salesforce. That's what you are going to try. This is not the way of learning. Now people are asking real-time use case, real-time use case. The use cases, if I implement in the class, any use case I implement in the class is out of my experience. But if you want to gain that knowledge, what I was trying to convey, you are supposed to take a scenarios like this and implement. Let me take my, whatever the scenarios I implemented in thousands of my projects, if I started solving in the class, it is no useful. Because simply, you are trying to understand my explanation. The 3 years of experience, what you are putting, or 4 years of experience, what you are putting, if you want to gain the practical knowledge, you are supposed to take the screen like this. Now you decide, how should I achieve this requirement? How should I achieve this requirement? Start building it. If you got stuck up, check out. Then come to me, I'll help you out. Simply, if you sit and implement my programs, right, there's no use. This has become a very fashionable word. Real-time scenarios. Real-time implementation. What is that real-time, boss? I will be sitting here and implementing, and you will be watching. It's a real-time for you. Am I right or no? Now, out of my experience, whatever that I'm gaining, I'm sitting here and implementing. By watching, you want to gain real-time knowledge. That's what you call as real-time. You need to gain the practical exposure. That is the reason why we are making you to write the programs. After doing these examples in the class, get back to those, re-implement this use cases what you wrote in the book. The reason why I'm asking you to write in the book is I want you to implement what you wrote in the book. While you're implementing, you'll get some bugs. How to fix them? The reason why we are asked to write the program by your own in the books is first you go home, whatever the programs you wrote by yourself in the book, try to implement them. Now you understand what are the bugs you got. Then look at my program. What is the difference? Okay, this is how error will be coming. I have to resolve like this. This is the purpose of making you to write a program. But what you are doing, people are doing, going back, taking the program, copy paste, click on execute, output came, completed. Topic closed. Next requirement, I am unable to implement it. If I give one example, you are supposed to implement 10 to 20 examples on it. Now, the purpose of asking you to write the program in the books on your own is when you write the program, You are not supposed to look at my programs. Whatever the program you wrote, try to type it and see whether it's executing or not. If not, what errors you are getting. Then cross-check my program, debug it. Then you see, fine, if you give this type of braces, if you keep this type of error, I'm going to get. If I'm getting this type of error, this is the reason. Then you understand the debugging skills. This is what your real-time implementation is. Real-time implementation, not that I give some flow chart and give this is a scenario and I'll take the program and explain this is the flow. What you get out of it? Right? So most of the freshers మీకు ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే ఓకే మొత్తం నీట్గా రాసి టైప్ చేసి కింద కామెంట్ రాసి కాపీ పేస్ట్ చేయాలంటే people are very happy, like JNTU. All JNTU seats only. That is the reason you are supposed to practice whatever the programs you wrote in the book. Don't look at my programs, type it and see what the bugs you are getting. Then look at my program and see what are the modifications. Then start making one by one modification, see what are the errors that are lost. Then you understand this error will come for this statement. This error will come for this statement. That's so next time when you write your own program, when you encounter that error, you know how to fix it. That is the way of learning the things. Right? Don't copy paste. I went to lab actually. I've seen people are very busy. Open one browser, program, copy paste, put it. Execute, output, close. Next copy paste, put it. Execute. Error came, leave it. And you want to people and so no real-time scenarios are taught in the class. Real-time scenarios, you are supposed to gain the real-time knowledge, not real-time scenarios. Any requirement we implement is becoming, that is my requirement, you are implementing it. But when you are implementing, if you try to make an attempt of implementing it, you are supposed to gain the knowledge. It is not, the company, they don't say, whatever the example number 3 covered in the SQL query, implement in the project, nobody give requirement like this, right? You need to understand how to build your own requirements. So, whatever the programs I gave, wrote in the books, you go first implement the programs what you wrote. Then see what errors we are getting. If errors are not getting, you are good with the syntax. You are getting an errors, then go to the topic, verify it, where you are done wrong, gain it. That's a way of learning the things. That's what is called practical knowledge. That's what is called real-time knowledge. Real-time knowledge ante నేను కూర్చొని టైప్ చేసి మీరు చూస్తే వచ్చేది కాదు. While implementing this, whatever the exposure you are getting, that is supposed to be called real-time. Okay. Every definition of real-time is different. Right? So implement your programs wrote in the books first. Then go back to my programs. And again, I'm repeating. Until you stop copying my programs, you never understand development. You go through the critical notes, start typing it. If you got stuck up, cross-check my program. There is no use in re-implementing my programs. You are supposed to understand how to build your own program, not understanding my program. My program is to tell that this is the way of writing the program. Then you are supposed to start building it. And don't copy, boss. Chalo. See you all in the next session. Tomorrow we see inbound email messages.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, when are you planning for the custom settings and custom metadata?
Still, it will take some time. We are order. That will be coming after completion of batch work schedule fix.
Okay.
Probably it will take 10 days more. ఇది దీనికి ఎగ్జిస్టింగ్ దానికి యాడ్ అవ్వాలి కదా this body plus this. If you don't write this, what will happen? This become body. This is lost kada. ఇదంతా కలిపి ఇది బాడీ అంటే స్ట్రింగ్ అమ్మ, వేరియబుల్ అమ్మ. ఈ వేరియబుల్లో నేను ఏం చేస్తున్నా, ఇదంతా డేటా పెడుతున్నా, దీని బాడీ కింద ఇస్తున్నా.